Bong Master Rob. Thank you again for joining me on this Friday evening at 7:30. Welcome to Release the Quack, and this is episode 3. I've got a lot of things set up right now to share with you guys in a few, but check out behind me. As you can tell, I've done some rearranging and got some new things pushed back here. I've got some new sponsors to talk about, and I've got some new gifts that just came in the mail that I cannot wait to share. I'm going to be hitting some dab, going to be hitting some Keef tonight. I'm going to be hitting some bong. I'm going to be all kinds of stuff. We've got our all new Release the Quack Award. This will be our little trophy that will be going out. Or no, I'm sorry, the Ask Quack Award, not Release the Quack Award. That's my fault. Each day I do this, there will be an Ask Quack of the day, and that person will get that one. And this one here even surprised me when I found out which one I was going to use, because fuck it, let's just get right into it. You want to give? Let's just give it away. I'll fire one up, and we'll give away our Ask Quack of the Award, Ask Quack of the Day award. What's up, Zim? What's up, Patrick? How you guys doing today? I'm going to keep running this as long as I can tonight. I'm going to reach out to some people, hopefully have a couple of guests, because there were some people I really wanted to thank for this evening. But what we're going to do first, we've got to get into the Ask Quack, because this is going to take a few minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share on this one. I never thought that I would pick something this large to do as it, but first time for everything, right? Congratulations to the city of Los Angeles. You're getting the Olympics in 2028. But the reason why I'm giving you the Ask Quack Award is because you decided to do away with breaking. Breaking. Come on. That was the funniest event I've ever seen in my life in the Olympics. And you guys selected not to do it this year. Or in 2028, I'm sorry. Now, I do understand which ones they were selecting in place of it, which two of the things that I really feel for was softball and baseball. I do see those as Olympic sports. Some of these other sports that I'm about to announce that they're wanting to pick instead of breaking are cricket, lacrosse, flag football, and squash. Okay. Now, I know there's people that like each one of those sports. I'm a sports fan of all different types, especially late at night if you're bored, watch what you want to watch on ESPN or whatnot. See what you can get going through. But I've never laughed so hard in my life at the Olympics as I did when I watched breakdancing. And it's Los Angeles, California, and you're not going to have breakdancing. Come on, city, do better. So from here in the Dank Dungeon, I want to give you this. Boop! The Ask Quack Award to the city of Los Angeles on this Friday evening. So how you doing, Zen? How you been, man? It's good to see you. Patrick, you and Christina both, I want to let you guys know that I did get a message earlier. I will send you guys a message about the CBD that I was looking for you guys going into Canada. I may have some better news than what I was hoping. And we're going to move right along. I got a phone call a little while ago. I really want to thank everybody who's been keeping up with me on this little adventure that I'm going to be going on. The 16th of this month, which is 10 days away from now, I will be having this plate removed. We're going to go ahead and just show you real quick. This one, where these 4 screws have decided to come up, I have to have it removed. They selected to do it that day. So I will be here. I'm going to try to keep moving. Of course, I'll be incapacitated for a little while. As long as I can do it one-handed, I'll be coming in here and talking to you guys and seeing what I can get going on, because you guys helped me get through all of this. And going through the next 2 to 3 months with the surgeries that I have coming up, along with this one, now that I know which one this one is, it's going to be wearing on me really good. And I don't care who you are, how strong you are, when your body is taken down and you're alone when it's taken down, it weighs a lot on you. And of course, you guys have seen so far that I have put my Cash App running across the bottom. And also I have my Amazon wish list attached to anywhere you're watching from right now. It's right up there in my bio. And as we're moving right along with this, I want to give a shout out to Jack. Jack, I got your gift in the mail today, and I'm going to open this with you because I still get to open it fully. I put this on my wish list the last time I went live, and I was really hoping to get this. Check this out. This is a 50 by 60 inch duck blanket that I'm going to take to the hospital with me, of course, on the 16th for the first surgery. That way I can have something to wrap myself up in when I get into the car and prop myself up like this to go running through. Because it's supposed to be 6 to 8 weeks recovery. It's not going to be as hard as what I think it's going to be. There's not going to be any physical therapy. What it is the 6 holes that they're going to have in this collarbone, they want to let it grow back together naturally. They don't want to put any kind of fillers or anything. You like that, Viz? Thanks, hon, for dropping in. This is one of the two things that I got from Jack. Jack also, see, I was putting some things on here because I know I'm gonna be struggling soon. I'm gonna have a lot of things that I really will need. And I honestly put one of my favorite things on here, which is Dove Men Plus Care. Jack, you hit me up with a freaking 4-pack of those. I mean, really? Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You don't, and this goes out to everyone too. I don't ask for anything. I'm not a person to ask for help. I know that I'm really going to need help coming up. I'm not losing income in a way of my bills. I'm still able to provide for that. It is getting everything else prepped. I'm not going to be able to move around my house like I normally do. I'm not going to be able to drive for 2 to 3 months, depending. Hopefully, it's not going to be that. Yeah. Yes. Hold on, Jack. You're going right there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that more than anything. When I seen you had commented on the last one that I had up here, I didn't expect you to do anything. That's why I just kind of nonchalantly said, I just put it as a gift. This means the world to me, and you will see it much more, especially since, as you can see, the way I've got things set up now. Okay, bring it up. I haven't got a little ducky on my mic. So release the quack, and I'm going to do my best to keep this running as long as I can because it's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, I'm going to be smoking, and tonight, another shout out. I want to give a shout out to Mark for hooking me up with some dab for this evening. But the way I'm going to do the dab tonight is I'm going to shoot it through my Bongmaster Blaster, loaded with some Candy Crush, some Keef, and the dab, all packed together when I hit it. And I'm going to be doing that shortly. I'm not going to do it just yet because I know when I do it, it's going to knock me for a loop. You guys know I don't like doing dabs because of the way that it really treats me sometimes. But anyhow, moving right along. As you guys know, I've watched wrestling since I was a child. It's something that I found as good entertainment. So if you have any siblings or people close to you when you were little, you go outside and you fight play with them. You know you do that on purpose. You don't want to hurt each other because then somebody's going to get in trouble. So when you start watching like wrestling, it's kind of the same way. It's the kayfabe way. You know, a lot of things are real. There's no way to fake jumping 40 feet in the air onto another human being. You can put pads, you can put boxes to catch yourself, to break your fall somewhat, but there's no faking that. So I give these guys their credit where credit is due. I could never do that. I've tried to run around my house 3 times. Could you imagine getting in the ring and fighting with another grown human being, whether you're male or female, for 20 minutes? Could you imagine the cardio these people have to go through? So I started watching it again. Of course, they had some big events. And if you guys have never seen any event in the indoor arena in Paris, France, it's the largest indoor arena in Europe. The WWE sold it out for their Clash at Paris. If you go on Netflix, you can watch the last Raw, which is the first Raw after that, and they are still there. To hear 33,000 people in unison is crazy. I don't know how those people were even able to perform. John Cena himself even walked out. As soon as he stepped out, he stopped and went, wow, wasn't expecting this. And then he finished his way out there. It was like a rock concert and Armageddon all coming into one. I like soccer. I really do. I love watching soccer, love watching their fans get into it because their fans are like our college football fans. You know, you don't see full arenas like you do in Tennessee or in Georgia or some of these other coliseums that you get into. All these colors are the same and all the music is the same and all these people are just running and running and running and running and running. But I recommend if you have Netflix, just pop over and watch the first 5 minutes of it just to get the feel of that. The reason why I'm bringing it up is because CM Punk has just now came back to WWE after close to 11 years because he said he never would go back again. And a storyline is running him in with another big name person, which is Seth Rollins. Well, Seth Rollins' wife, Becky Lynch, came out and nutshotted CM Punk. Well, everyone's been waiting for this moment. And I can go ahead and drop out a little bit of this, whether I'm right or wrong. You heard it here first if you're a fan. Here's a massive update on Little Miss AJ Lee. We're going to be seeing some serious husband and wife duos coming up, which will be Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins and CM Punk and his wife AJ Lee. She's not been in for about 14 years. But when she does come back, now if you are a wrestling fan, I'm not going to take away from you. If you want to leave in the next 20 minutes to go watch SmackDown as it's coming on, please feel free. Because that's where she's supposed to make her actual stop in for the first time tonight. So if I'm a spoiler, I'm sorry, but if not, I think this storyline is going to run better than the one they have going on because there was so many of them they were trying to tie together at once. It makes it difficult when you get too many. 42. 42. Ha, I'm going to go back through all of some of these. Guys, I'm really sorry that I missed this. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Patrick. Now, that I cannot believe. I thought the one was Manchester United's, but theirs is an open forum instead of a closed one, and that's the biggest one in Europe over there. Other than that, Patrick, you trained to be a wrestler? Man, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could bounce myself that many times. Now, granted, I did with my friends growing up. I got a good friend of mine named Adam. He ain't no bigger than a minute. And he used to let me pick his ass up and just slam him on a truck hood because it was fun. We used to hit each other, over the head with pots and pans and sticks and whatever we could find because it made it so much fun. Thank you so much, Jack, for stopping in. I'm going to do my best to hang out here for a little bit. Anything you need, if you ever want to come live, you hit me up. Thank you for this. This means a lot to me from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. This is a great step forward on what I've got coming up. And of course, the first one is now in 10 days. So I will not forget you for that. Thank you. Thank you again. I greatly appreciate it. So, excuse me. As you guys know, I do work with Happy Vibes. And if you've never came across anything that's not THC, okay, if you want something that will elevate you to a point where you kind of seem like you might be under the influence of something, but you're not. It's your body getting back to normal because of all the vitamins and minerals that they find to put in these different kinds of gummies that they have. This is one of my all-time favorites. By far, I will hands down. It is the full spectrum. I'll hold it up to show you here. It is a nice minty freshness to it. They're having a sale right now on their website. All you have to do, not only if you want to use Hot Rob 20, by all means, please. You can hit me up there and that'll be tied on with mine. But they have a big one now going below out 50. So you can also save on the end of summer sale. So here's some of the things that they have, and they are not that expensive. I know I've given away a couple gift cards already for the $10 ones. I'm expecting some more this month so I can give away some more. I highly recommend them because like this one here, the full spectrum, by far. I don't know this word. I'm going to mispronounce it, but I'm going to say it anyway. It is the is it theranine? Theranine? However you pronounce that. That has this in it. That is the full spectrum with the that word. I think it's what it's called. What's up, Doc? How are you doing? Thanks for stopping in. I'm going to go ahead and just eat this one because I don't want to put it back in and somebody else get from me and, be munching down something nasty. So if you guys got something you want to fire up with me, please feel free. And I didn't forget about the gas mask for the Ask Quack Award. We will be getting to that again because I will announce it one more time. I just couldn't get past not starting with them. I don't get it. Why on earth would you take something? You're the city of angels. You're the city of dreams to come true. How many breakdancers out there now are not going to get their shot because you don't want it in the Olympics? I mean, what is that like? The most used meme out there was Ray Gunn from there. Come on now, make that money. Okay, now so far in there, I've got the weed. I've got the keef. Now I'm gonna get a nice big old clumper of it. Put it right here on the side with it. This is berry and lemon is the dab that I'm running with. It is 79% THC. I tried a little bit ago. It's really good. The keef is a mixed blend of everything that I've had for quite some time now. Everything I grind, I always flip it, knock it down in here, keep filling it up. After time, I'll either roll a joint with it or I'll pack a nice bowl pack with it. But so if you're here and you're smoking, wow, that's hard. You're on another planet. Come on, Darren, you're joining me, man. I'll be on another planet with you shortly. I'm going to hit this real quick. So if you're with me, Pick up your favorite bong, or you can go to bonk.me and get you a Bong Master Blaster. I have ice cold water in here, so this thing is about 43 degrees. It's amazing on how long this stays cold. Amazing. Give it a shot. I'm not light with that. I'm all right with it, big boy. Oh, shit. This smells like I'm going to get high. And remember, guys, I'm so sorry if you're commenting from, I just seen you then. Lemon. And thank you so much, Shaggy, for sharing this out. I really appreciate it. I still don't understand why in the shit this does this. Wow. You were trained by a former WWE wrestler? Hell yeah, Patrick. That's life right there, man. That is something you definitely have to share sometime when you're live. I would love to hear from you about that. I'm scrolling back up real quick, trying to catch you guys. I still cannot figure out. I'm going to send an email to them because I'm sure I'm not the only one still on why on earth everything you put from Twitter jumps right to the top if you're using your cell phone. Does not make it. Wow, I'm fucking high now. Give me. Give me a second. I love this thing. If you've never smoked out of metal in the bong fashion, I still will recommend this to the day I die. And I knocked this over when I was moving. Excuse me, I was moving everything around in my house and moving my studio around. Knocked this sucker over. Dong, 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 dong. Picked it right up, smoked it. I didn't even break my stem piece. And I was really kind of afraid when I knocked it over that the stem piece was going to come out. And it didn't. Stayed right in. So, yeah, wow. I just got like super high, like smacked right in the face high. Hold on. I'll be back in a second when I finish this. Okay, any college football fans out there? Because I want to show the top 25 because I want to talk about this, especially if you guys are into football. I am not okay with this at all because I know it goes by votes. It doesn't always go by what your record is, but I don't see Ohio State in first place. Sorry, I don't. I'd rather see Penn State in first place than Ohio State. And of course, I'm an Oregon fan. I don't like the fact they're out of the top 5. I do see why Miami's up there. Miami jumped 5 because they had a hard-fought game against Notre Dame, which that was awful. Texas, I still don't see why they should be in the top 10. They dropped down 6 places. They should have dropped down a lot more than that. If they got beat the way they did from Ohio State and you're supposed to be that good of a team, you probably should drop down lower than that. But when the votes come in, I don't understand it fully. I know coaches get votes, teams get votes, then you have other people out there that get the votes or whatever it's for it. It doesn't make a lot of sense on how they can do that. I wish they would go with the ranking of it, how good they did, who they play against. You know, I mean, how long is it going to take them to recover from whatever this loss was in order for them to go back to another one? I know they do it for like returning seniors, and that's usually where it places you. And I do get that with your upper placement when you first come back. But after the first game, I really feel that they should switch that up some. I mean, it's up to you. You know, we're all different in what we watch and how we watch it. I don't even like how professionals going anymore. I still, if anybody out there wants to lay a bet with me, I will bet $1 that the Raiders will go all the way and they will win the Super Bowl this year. That's where I'm at. I mean, I know I say it every year. Most of the time I don't because I feel that I'm going to jinx them. Out of all the years they possibly could go to the Super Bowl, it is this year. They have built a team that they've been trying to build for a long time. They've had the money. Why they haven't really reached out and got the stuff they've got now, it's not because the talent wasn't there. The talent's always been there. It's just coaching staff. They want to go to different ways because a lot of them want to be pro defense, 24/7. That's it. Defense. I don't care. Defense wins championships. So I don't care who we're going to draft for offense. But then you get the other ones that they want to go to special teams. They think that special teams are going to do it. Or they'll They'll waste all their money on a quarterback, and then look what happens to the quarterback. I know most of the time quarterbacks do not start when they come out of college. Most of them will sit on the bench for 2 to 3 years because they have to learn. There's a lot of people out there, of course, we've got 6 playing right now that have came directly out and started when they went, and they've done great since then. But there's been a lot of flops. And I don't even want to bring up Sanders. It just bothers me because you got guys out there that are humbled when they get drafted 904th or 10,501. Thank you so much. But because you didn't get drafted on the one spot you thought you were going to, or that your dad thought you were going to, you don't get it. I don't understand it. But I guess I never will. So later on this weekend, I am going to come back live again. Oops. I'm going to start doing some more with the legal actions that I have to be taken. I'm not going to specifically talk about things, but I'm going to share things that I know, things that people out there didn't know because I didn't know. You can find anything and everything you need to defend yourself or to do whatever you need to in the court system. You don't need a lawyer to find them. It's nice to have. It's nice to have consultations. It's nice to have people that can go through things with you. It's nice to be able to bounce something off someone before you decide to, write something out or check your bylaws or whatnot. I waited a long time to finally step up and do what I did. And now that I've done it, I'm kicking myself in the ass because it was so easy that I could have done it before now. I was more concerned about the repercussions and the hatred coming toward me for doing what I already started in motion now. But I've realized I'm not getting any fucking younger. I've missed too much out of everything. I have ruined myself to the point where I'm damn near homebound all the time because I've got so many problems of things that I've broken or have not went according to plan. So I'm 44 and I'm going to start living my life. You will not hold me back anymore, nor will I hold myself back anymore. I have turned over the new leaf, so to speak, and this side of the leaf has spikes on it. So tread carefully when you come to take away my joy now. Because before, you guys have even seen it before, because I've been a part of numerous podcasts and we've done numerous smoke sessions and I've done all these videos and I've had haters come at me. I've had people come and tell me, oh, you do this, you do that. Who are you to go dance in the road or by the road? You know what? If you don't like it, fuck off. Didn't do it for you. I did it for the other 4,000 people that watched the video, or the other 300 people that liked the video, or the extra subscribers that I got because of that, because I do something that people like. I don't know what it is. They know what it is. I guarantee each one of you that are watching right now, I've got 65 people watching with me in the first 26 minutes. Each one of you like me for a different reason, or each one of you hate me for a different reason, and you just want to watch to see if I'll fuck up so you can run with it, which is cool too. Because without haters, you have no way to look forward, in my eyes anyway. If you've always got people giving you a pat on the back and telling you how great you are, or you've done this, your head swells. Then you don't see yourself in the wrong. You never see your speech going so graciously that it's hurtful, which is asinine, and I fucking hate that. One of the worst things you can ever do is talk down to somebody. And I caught a lot of that, and I've been catching that for years, and it's just taken a while. But hopefully with this, and please, all of you people that I had just mentioned, like when it comes to podcasts or being on the smoke sessions or anything like that, I meant no ill will toward any of you guys. I meant ill will toward all of you guys. Every one of you are different, and I love and hate each one of you in your own way. That's why we're friends, right? Because you can't just 100% like everything about one person, because then you have your blinders on. Why would you do that to yourself? If you can't see flaws in your friends, then your friends aren't going to see the flaws in you. You can work on your flaws with friends without hurting your friends' feelings. I've surrounded myself with people who like to trample on feelings and who could give two shits less whether you wake up the next day because those feelings they just trampled on, because they better themselves. Why? How people do that, I don't know. God be with you, because I sure as shit not going to be. Because anyone, family, foe, friend, neighbor, compadre, stranger. I am Bongmaster Rob. I made that self, and I guess I said self as in the third person. I made that self of me. I'm not that person that I thought I was going to change into, because I tried to keep myself separate as much as I could. I did not want to involve my personal life in anything that I decided to do online, because it's a persona. This is Bongmaster Rob. This is not Robbie. Okay. You can see Robbie on some of the other things. Who you're dealing with is a character who is a scripted paid actor, so to speak. You know, that's what these sponsors do. These sponsors are giving me things or monetary because they like what I'm doing. They like seeing their name back here. To those of you who think that I smoke 24/7, thank you for that. It makes me feel like stronger than Cheech and Chong, but I'm not that person. Yes, I smoke. Yes, I do take edibles, or, you know, whatever it may be, the beverage or even the capsules now. I've tried the RSO and I'm really, really satisfied with the RSO. So I definitely will be getting more of that. We are in a legal state where I'm at. I have my medical marijuana card. I have all of that stuff that I need to be, you know, a legal person. You are, I am that person. I am that person. Thank you, Seth, honey. I love you. But I've come to the conclusion of I get asked a lot to do things. And I'm the person immediately, yes, just fucking yes, and never think twice about it. And then after the conversation's over, I go, damn it, how the hell am I going to squeeze all of that into that and do for myself? Well, what I end up doing is not doing for myself. I go and do for everybody else. And then I go do for everybody else to the point where either I can't move, or I'm sick, or I'm so irritated that I don't even want to be around anybody. And it's not because I'm a selfish, like, dick that I need you to pay me for working, or pay me to talk to you, or pay me to fucking do anything. The gesture of a thank you, the gesture of a, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. That word right there, I'm sorry, is in my vocabulary. Sorry, 2 words. That phrase is in my vocabulary. I say it a lot. Okay. I don't want to say that I have PTSD. I, by no means. I have had some serious trauma throughout my entire life, from childhood till speaking now. And I know that I'm going to have more compiled on here soon. So I know what it's like to hurt. And the only words that you can say when someone's yelling at you over and over again, or saying you're the cause of something, or just want to just make themselves look so much better by making you look so much worse, the only phrase that comes to mind is, I'm sorry. Or if we're in a conversation and you tell me about your day, and it, to me, it's awful, you know, I mean, it's hurtful. So I want to apologize because I'm an empathetic person. I don't get that. I don't get that from individuals around where I'm at on a normal basis. I don't get that for people that I work with. Not all. I'm not saying all. I know there's 3 or 4 of you right now that's going to chime in. I could probably say Amanda, Tammy, and Isaac. Yes, I just gave you 3 a shout out. You're going to say, I thank you all the time, because you guys do thank me, because you guys live next door to me. And I appreciate that. I do. And I love the way you guys thank me for the things that you do, because that's all it takes. I know I seen this and he's getting the Ass Quack Award, because I think he did that shit on purpose, because he was in Oakland. Then he went to Dallas. Then he went to where? Cleveland. And then he settled in Vegas. Asshole. Mm-hmm. Sorry. I was just scrolling back over here again to make sure I didn't miss any more of these. But I know you guys know what I'm talking about. What is up, SJ? How are you? What's happening? I just got really, really baked because I hit some dabs, some keef, and some weed all in that fucking hit. So I'm kind of sideways right this second. But those of you who just joined, maybe we just kind of doubled in the amount of people that were in here, and I'm really glad to see that. I'm coming on really tonight to announce it on the 16th, which is 10 days from now. This is going to be removed from me. I'm going to do my best to try to still continue to go live. I just will be incapacitated on my left side for a while. But as long as I can still set everything up and keep everything flowing like I normally do, of course, weed helps. I'll be able to continue. And then I would love to join you guys, because my back surgeries are going to be probably within the next month as well. I'll find that out on Monday. My dad got to go in for physical therapy for the one thing that my insurance wants to see. Let's see if we can fix him by bending him in a circle. No, my body does not bend in a circle. Half my body is steel, ma'am. But I still have to go in and let them shove their thumb in my butt and, make out with me or whatever it is I have to get done. And then they'll schedule the surgery for my back. Now that one there, I'm hoping and praying is not going to be like the last one. If I spend 3 months in the hospital this time, guys, I won't be back. I won't. They're going to have to fucking keep me in there because I will lose my shit. There's no way that I can do that again. The worst feeling in the world is knowing that you have all of your parts and you're looking down at everything and not being able to move the ones you want to move. It is so hard. When they try to pick you up off of the bed and the only thing you can do is scream till you black out because you're in so much pain, it's awful. It's a feeling that I never, ever wish on a single person in this world. But its accidents happen. It was in the middle of my surgery, of course. Screw broke off, and another one they tried to run in went too far in. I break off a lot of shit. You should see some of the cars I work on. Don't fit, don't force it. Get a bigger hammer. But hopefully this time that doesn't happen. But I do have 4 complete ruptured discs with 2 vertebrae sitting crookedly in my back. So we're going to do one first. So I was mistaken, ladies and gentlemen. Here I was telling everybody that my entire lumbar, sorry, not lower lumbar, because your lumbar is the lower, was all solid. It's not. Last vertebrae is the one that's crooked. That's the one that I get to get fixed. Then I will be solid from the lumbar all the way down to the hips because I have the 3 pins in my left hip, which is lovely. Lovely. So once again, if any of you guys any chance of anything at all would like to reach out to me in my time of need when I'm going through all of that, I will be here. You can look on all of my socials. My email is there because I know that I probably will be bored. I do appreciate everyone who's went to my Amazon wish list as well as my Cash App to help support me through the things that I know that I'm going to need coming up to this, because going through this massive of a surgery again by myself is going to be seriously difficult. I do have friends and family, but they have lives too, and don't live anywhere near me to where they could come by and say, okay, let me check on you today. So I might get a visitor once every week, or depending on how busy my neighbors are, I guess, but coming with family wise. So I'm not going to have anything. So any little bit will help when it comes to that. And once again, Jack, if you didn't go back to work yet, this fucking blanket is the softest fucking fleece blanket. And I want to put it on right now, but it's hot in here. And it's really, really, really sweet. Thank you so much for that. And then as well as this 4-pack of the greatest smell. If you want to know what Bongmaster Rob smells like, next time you walk through a Walmart, Dollar General, or anywhere that sells Dove Men Plus Care, pop open that green container and just go. That's what this smells like right now. This guy. And weed. And a little bit of sweat. And bologna. I think I had a bologna sandwich. No, anyway. I had to turn you off. Damn, I couldn't get you all freaked out for a minute because then you didn't know what you were listening to. But no, I really appreciate every person that's done anything for me. And shout out to Mark again for fucking my brain up when I threw that dab in there. No, I won't do one more. I was going to say I'll do one more, but I don't think I can. I think I'll do one more. I'm not going to pick myself up off here. Unless somebody else is smoking too, because there ain't no way I'm going to hit that shit, because I'm definitely going to forget who I am. But I will get my gas mask ready, because within about 8:15 is when I'm going to do the Ass Quack Award again, because we're giving it to the great city of LA. Hell yeah. As soon as one of us learns how to swim, Patrick, and we can cross that nice divide between Canada and the United States, because we can't go the road. They won't let us bring our weed. So we got to take the water. So you get your pool noodles and I'll get mine, and we'll get some stuff together and we will go. I'm ready. I'm ready. Why is it when I talk to you guys, it makes it so like we're all still sitting together? Some of those smoke sessions that I used to have with a lot of you guys that are in here right now. We got 120 people sitting in here. I want you guys to know from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I know I've changed a lot. I've went through many different cycles. I've had all different types of shows. This one here is just one that I knew that I don't know a lot about, but I know enough about that I like things, and it makes it confrontational. It makes it easier for us to come into a dialogue when I start talking about, say, wrestling, for instance, and now Patrick and I are in it. When I mentioned, actually, no, wrestling was brought up from another person last time we were on here through Twitch. That was something I didn't expect, and I really enjoyed that conversation because I don't normally talk a lot about it. Some of the things that I know, if you're a Gen Xer, I guess, or even somewhat of a Gen Z, if you liked wrestling in the 80s and 90s, sometimes it was hard to talk about it in school because it's like you weren't cool unless you were in the right group of people. But then as it went on, you start seeing more and more people are doing it. And then it's funny, the whole group of people that have come in to watch it now because of the movies. You have Dwayne Johnson and John Cena. Both those guys are Hollywood A-listers now. Where'd they come from? Wrestling. WWE has their own production system to where they've been producing movies now, I think, since 93. There's more movies out there than what I'd ever dreamed of that was done from their stunts and coordinators and things like that. It's really cool. I like eating beaver. Hopefully my duck gets to eat a beaver this year. Thank you for that, Patrick, because I did not know they were a beaver. I didn't. Nope. I am part Canadian, though. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Michelle, thank you again. And I will take care. And you take care of those crickets. You keep those things nice and warm for the rest of us. And it was really good seeing all of you guys for Sith's Roast, hosted by Stoner Jesus last week. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Popping in to see you guys, still moving along. Everyone's still running their shows the way they are. It is such a great feeling to know that we all are still trying our best to keep moving through this just drama-filled fuck sesh, I guess is what you would call it, because every day's different. It's like if somebody gets a wild hair up their ass, they're going to turn their back on everybody else and just shit the best they can on everyone, and then get mad and say, why does everybody mad at me? Well, because you just fucking shit on everybody. Nobody wants to talk to an asshole. That's why we do things like this and we just sit around and play. Don't get hard, Peter. I'm just playing with you. Okay. When you listen to me, majority of the time it's straight satire. If it's not satire, if I'm being truthful, you'll see it. I get the little, I'm looking at you saying shit. That's the only time you'll know that I'm truthful. Anytime that I'm saying the things now, please remember, all the views and opinions that come out of my mouth are solely out of my mouth. No one else has put me up to it. No one else has paid me to do it. So please do not follow in my footsteps. Be an individual. Be yourself. Do you. And don't blame somebody else for your stupid mistakes. I have enough mistakes. I've blamed myself for long enough. I really want to smoke again, so I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, but I will once again show the Ask Quack Award, and this time, instead of an individual, it's going to the great city of Los Angeles. I'm going to put you back up here again when I hold up the little guy. The reason why you are getting this, if you're just now joining us, Los Angeles has decided this year for the Olympics, they are doing away with breaking. So we do not get to see the lovely ray gun or anybody else who's worked. I mean, could you imagine how many people now thought, man, I'm breaking out my vinyl. I used to carry that shit with me. We're just ready to go. Come on, LA. You broke their heart. But you're getting the Ass Quack Award. This is a little 4-inch tall, cold dipped rubber duck for you, city of Los Angeles. And on that note, I'm going to grab my gas mask and I'm going to hit a lot through it just so we can prove the point. Because if you're ass quack enough to do away, come on. Okay, and it's not just they done away with it; they're trying to replace it. And one of the two things they are going to replace it with is baseball and softball, which I'm fine with. But when you have cricket, flag football, lacrosse, and squash as the other choices, why not breakdancing? Come on, man, it's hurtful. I couldn't. I'm so damn, I can't say old and decrepit. I'm just so damn decrepit now that if I went to pop and lock in place for the next 4 years. You can do that shit. Pop lock. I shit myself. Help! I can't move. Good gosh. That's one of the worst feelings in the world is when you lock up and every muscle you got and you forget how to talk. Holy shit. Back pain is no joke. If there's anybody young out there now, use this. Don't lift with your back. Lift with your knees. I know it sounds stupid. And that's how I was. The next thing you know, I'm laying on my back with a transmission like this, pushing off my knees and trying to hold it up in the air. Or I'm grabbing hold of a bumper with two other guys trying to lift something up so we can put it on a block. Or just grab an engine block out of the back of a truck and start walking it like this and try to get as far as you can, then try to move it on your own. It's cool. Yeah, it's quicker. Nah, use a dolly. Use a strap. Use a friend. They're using you. You know how many times I've sat and hurt myself carrying things or moving it because I know what it's like for somebody to ask me and I really don't want to do it, but I always end up doing it anyway. But that feeling of just, fucker, you ruined my Saturday to come ask me to move something for you. I've been that person. I don't like that person. Nobody likes that person. But don't be afraid to ask. Don't hurt yourself. If you go down through BMR's Elevated Tips, which is, if you're watching from YouTube, it's the channel you're watching on right now. The only thing I did, ladies and gentlemen, is I've changed my name from Bongmaster Rob on some of my platforms to BMR's Elevated Tips because the videos I put on there are more informational and how-tos. So if you notice when I'm working on cars, what's the first thing I do after I jack it up? I grab that car and I'll shake it, just shit and gone. Everybody says, why do you do that? It's going to fall off the jack. Good. I would rather it fall off the jack without me under it because that's what you're not understanding. Because just because you're underneath there and you're just working away, what happens if your brother or your neighbor, your cousin, your dog, the wind pushes against the side of that car? I've lost a lot of people that I'm not saying that, no, I want to take that back. They were accidents. Okay. No one deserved to get hurt. It was awful. They were awful, awful accidents. Yes, they could have been prevented. And that's why I'm saying this now. I've lost a lot of close friends over just simple safety things that you could really do on your own and never have to worry about asking a friend to come over. I will crib that thing up like I have a Lincoln log set underneath it if I have to. Barely fit myself up underneath there. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And it's definitely not worth it to the person that's going to show up and find you under there either. At least give them that one. And I know I'm moving right along with this, and I'm getting ready to hit out of this one. So, in the honor of the third reoccurring Ask Quack Award, which will be every time we are live, we will be picking out a new Ask Quack. And I do encourage you that if you see an Ask Quack out there that I have not noticed, please feel free to email me either a link to the person or page, whatever it is that you think are worthy of an Ask Quack. And LA for taking breakdancing out of the 2028 Olympics. You're getting today's Ask Quack Award. We will set it right here. Maybe. Stay, don't move. Don't you move. Now we're going gas mask. So if you got something that you don't really want to do, you don't want to hit it, go ahead and hit it. That's why I'm doing this. I don't want to hit out this gas mask. I love this gas mask. I do. It is my favorite bong because it's so quick, so easy, right to the head. But it's fucking awful. I know you guys like it too because it's funny. But I have made it. Okay, that phallic-y thing there kind of scared me. That's a long snout, sir. Anyway, once again, every time you see the Ask Quack Award here on Release the Quackin', which is right there, you'll be seeing me hit from this. Each time it'll be something new. I'm not hitting the dab through this because I want to be able to breathe for the next 12 minutes that I plan on being live for an hour for. But this is Candy Crush, and it's topped with a little bit of keef. The keef is mixed of black ice, grape gas, and this here Candy Crush. This is what all the keef has been running through my grinder here recently. So if you got one too, if you got one of these, tear that sumbitch out and work with me. Happy Ass Quack. Ooh. Oh, I love this thing so much. Always got to clear it back out again. I got to throw my ears back on at least, or I'll throw this one here. What is up, Big A? How are you doing, buddy? Thanks again for stopping in last week whenever you joined me in here, man. It was a lot of fun. I really do appreciate it. I mean, that's what I was talking about just a few minutes ago, man, when I was telling everybody on how when I stopped into I can't say Sith. You can't pluralize that. That's hard. That's hard to do it. It's hard to pluralize. When Stoner Jesus hosted her roast the other night and everyone was in that group session again, it was so much fun to see everybody out and about again because I missed you guys a lot. Thank you so much, Casper. I've been having a lot of things go on. That's why I was popping back on again tonight to give another update. I'm going to go ahead and show this because for the last 10 minutes here, I'll throw everything together and we'll go through a review again. Here is on September 16th, which is 10 days from now, or 11 days, I think, maybe from now. I will be getting this 4-inch plate with these 6 screws and these 2 pieces of wire removed from my collarbone. It's going to put my left side incapacitated for a little bit. I'm still going to try to stream. I'm going to come in here the best I can. I know I won't be doing any kind of gaming because this hand has to stay like this, I guess, for the way she told me today. It was going to be 8 to 10 hours a day unless I'm asleep. Then I can try to figure out where else I can put it at. But it's going to be in a sling that's wrapped around my body, so I'm not going to be able to do anything. But back here, I still should be able to go through hands-on with everything like that. So hopefully everything continues to work the way it is. And I know I'm going to drop this again. As you can see, my Cash App is running at the bottom. And also, depending on which social you're coming from, right above you in a link, you'll see a link to my Amazon wish list. Giving a shout out tonight to Jack for sending me this 50 by 60 inch rubber ducky blankie that I put on my list. And I guess as soon as I put it on there, it was gone. So Jack, bottom of my heart, that's going to the hospital with me. I know it's an outpatient surgery, but I know if any of you guys have ever had any kind of procedures done or anything like that, they have it so effing cold back there. They have you take all your drawers and all off. There you are, just swinging meat, just wanting to know what's happening, sticking to your leg and shit because you're sweating, but everything else out here is cold because they throw this big old blanket on top. We're just trying to keep you warm. No, we're frothing. We're making hot Rob soup right under here. No, I don't want that. Take it off me. And then you do this. Then you're like, is that my balls? No, it's not my balls. That's plastic. What's that smell? And you get freaked out. Like, knock me the fuck out, please. So I don't even know why that story went as far as what it did, but it did. That was nice. You know, I love you guys for that, right? So we're going to, not only this, I had a 4-pack of the greatest smell, fragrance, aroma of shower gel or shampoo conditioner in the world is the Fresh Clean, which is the green from Dove Men Plus Care. And like I said a few minutes ago, ladies and gentlemen, if you really want to know what this smells like, next time you walk through Dollar General or a thrift store and they have one of these, pop it open and go, I smell musty ass and Dove. Yep, it's Bongmaster Rob. You're welcome in advance. Also giving a shout out to Happy Vibes, and you can use my code HotRob20 if you go to happyvibes.life. But also they've got their end of the summer blowout sale going on now too. It's blowout 50. I just got a new jar of the full spectrum Great Vibes, which they have a minty flavor to them. They're nice cubes dipped in little sugar droplets like the rest of them are. And this one here is the L-theanine and their full spectrum makeup of different vitamins and 25 milligrams of hemp oil in these. But if you go to their website, which I will take you to their website because I did it a second ago. I should have just did it now. I'll be quiet. This is how high I got. See what you guys did to me already? Thank you. I do appreciate it. But here, when you go to their website, all you have to do when you check out, you can either use this big code up here, blowout 50, to take part in the summer sale. I'm not really sure exactly how much that is. I think it may apply to different things. When you're going down through here, you can see that. My particular one, Hot Rob 20, will save you 20% when you go do it. This is on everything with their apparel and all the different types, including gift cards too. All the different types of gummies as well. Thanks again to Happy Vibes for relying on me to throw everything out there and tell everybody how I feel about them and how I like them. Because I've tried 9 of the different gummies and 2 different types of their mushroom gummies. Now, if you like the shroom effect, I do, but I don't. I can run with it for a little bit, but then it gets starting to get like super heavy on me, and I don't like it. So I don't try those as often. But the 2 that I have tried was the purple bag and the peaches colored bag. I don't know right offhand what they are right now because I don't deal with those very much. But the D10 dark purple bag, feel like pomegranate, sold. Lovely. But they also have stuff for men's and women's health too. They have vitamins and vitamins and gummies for everyday shite. Anyhow, we're going to move one more time. If you're a WWE fan, I wanted to be the spoiler, but it's already 8:20. So if it's happened already, I'm sure it's already happened. If you followed along on Monday Night Raw, when Seth Rollins' wife, Becky Lynch, nutshotted the one and only CM Punk, everyone called for AJ Lee. And it was really neat to hear her name being echoed throughout that arena again. Because I don't think she's like 5 foot tall. She's a very good wrestler, very good storyline carrier. So hopefully she returned on SmackDown tonight with him. That way they can do some mixed wrestling matches because they don't do them often, but when they do them, they are so cool. If you guys have never watched one, they're really fun. Also, we did a rundown on the top 25 for college football. Now, I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with this. If you guys are okay with it, that's fine. I'm not. I live in Ohio. I am not okay with Ohio State being number 1. I'm not. And it's not because they're in the Big Ten with Oregon either. I'm an Oregon fan. I just don't think they should be there. I don't. So, as you can see, Oregon did move up 1. Miami, I would have to say Miami's where they need to be in the top 5. They did have a very tough game against Notre Dame. I would love to have seen Notre Dame win that game. But, of course, Miami tore through. And I don't think they should be there. I don't understand why Texas is 7th. If Texas dropped down 6th and Notre Dame dropped down 3, they both lost. Why? Why did they not drop completely out of the top 10? If you're going to be a top 10 team and you lose your very first game, you should be completely out. You're number 1 or 2 for sure. And if you drop 6 and you're 7th, I don't like it. That's just me, and I'm high, and I'm an Oregon fan. So as long as everybody else loses but Oregon, I'm okay with it. But I do want to thank everybody again for joining me tonight. We got 184 people with us right now. I'll be damned. Thank you guys so much. Anytime anybody needs anything from me, you know where I'm at. My email is usually, no, it's not usually. It's actually every one of them. I keep pointing up. This way you can look up and see it up there. It's in the bio, whichever one you're looking from right now, whichever social. Look up in the bio. My email's up there. Hit me up if you want to talk. I mean, I will do my best to get back to each and every one of you because the ones who've reached out to me before, I've reached out to as well. And it's nice to know that even though I'm sitting here in southeastern Ohio and you could be in Russia or in China or in Hershey, Pennsylvania or in Florida, we can still talk like this. You know, it's nice to know that there's like-minded people out there, and even though they're not in your community, you can still find them. Remember, no matter what, you're not alone. Okay? There is nothing that can happen today that tomorrow can't change, people. No matter how bad it hurts. Believe me, I've held one end of the rope and damn near kicked a chair the other day. So we know we're all there. Don't let your problems overwhelm you. There's always weed. Remember that. And there's always me. I've got damn near 3,000 videos out there, and if I don't make you laugh, stop watching me. Weirdos. But thank you again, everybody that's joined me tonight. Once again, eat shit, LA. Get ready breakdancing. I am so upset about that. I really am. but you are the Ask Quack of the evening. I am Bong Master Rob. This has been Release the Quack in this episode 3. Thank you guys again. I will be back again on Saturday evening at 7:30, and then I will be back again on Tuesday. I'm going to do my best to run 3 shows a week. I'm going to do Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 7:30. Stoner Jesus, I would love to hook up with you and join you guys sometime soon. Everyone, thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I am Bong Master Rob, and take it easy, everybody.